Yeah, good morning, folks. How are you? Hey, listen, did you have a good weekend? I had a good weekend, yeah. And by geez, it's a bit chilly this morning. The sun's shining here in Timaru, but it's a bit chilly. I said to my missus, I said to Margaret, you can't buy a decent top these days. I've got this bloody old thing on here I've had for years. I need a decent top because I'm coming on videos every day and I look untidy. And I've got to look good, don't I? You've got to present yourself well. Hey, listen, I just found this book. I had forgotten I had this. It's called The Best of Caroline Bay in 2005 and 2011 by Ron E. Bishop. Blimmin' good book. Pictorial. Everything in there. I photographed the whole of Caroline Bay, and it's all in this book. Make a great Christmas present. I gave these away when I first did them. I gave them away to the elderly people. I went round knocking on doors to all the elderly people that lived in council flats and that, and I gave them a free book. I raised the money by knocking on doors, asking people for donations. Then I went and gave everybody a free book, all the old people a free book. And I sold some. I sold a few for $40. I was selling them at the time for $40. So if you want one, send me $40 and I'll see if I can I'll see if the printer still can print some out for you. The other thing I did, I did a bit of a video on it as well. 11 people have looked at that video so far. It's called The Best of Caroline Bay. Now what else did I do? Oh, the Sunday sermon. Every Sunday I do a sermon, right? And this one I talked about giving. And it's a very good sermon. You want to have a listen to it. Now, I'm going to be putting these sermons onto DVD for people because some people haven't got computers or don't know how to start up a YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm doing videos. Now, I've done this is the video I want to talk to you about. This is moving through a forest in a logging truck, right? And I've spent a lot of money on these, and this is look. I've signed them all. I'm signing them all. They're personally signed. There's a story about my Uncle Ted who worked in the bush all his life. A very good story there. This is when I went on a logging truck up to the Waimate forest, up the Hunter Hills in Waimate. And we picked up some logs and come home again, and I videoed the whole show, and it's absolutely fantastic. On the back here it's got the menu, what you can see there. So I'm asking $30 for these. I've got a couple of people who are already put in orders, but I've got about 50 copies, and I thought $30 is fair enough, and I'll give some of it to charity. I've got 3 charities I'm interested in. One is Alzheimer's disease. I'm really keen on giving donations to the cure of Alzheimer's disease because I think there will be a cure found for Alzheimer's disease and other mental illnesses, and I want to give donations. So if you buy one of these, I'll give a donation to mental health, right? Now, Rose Garden. Yeah, we did the Rose Garden, right? The Trevor Griffiths Rose Garden. Now, here it is. I've done a DVD of it, right? I've done 2 DVDs. There's 2 DVDs, part 1 and part 2. Now, part 1, former mayor of Timaru, Wyn Raymond, came down to the Caroline Bay with me yesterday, and we walked around the bay. No, Saturday it was. Yeah, Saturday he did it. And he told me about the how they built the garden, the Rose Garden, because the Rose Garden, Timaru Rose Garden, Trevor Griffiths Rose Garden, is just one and been recognised worldwide as one of the best rose gardens in the world. And these are very good videos. Now, they're online for you to see. You can go online. 16, let's have a look here. Yeah, 16 people have looked at the video so far online. but I've got to get some money in before I can make it public. So I'm probably putting those private and selling some DVDs so I can get some money, right? Because you just can't do this stuff for nothing. What else have I done? Yeah, I've got a lot of ideas. I've spent a lot of money recently on a printer and software for my printer, and I'm going to be going into shows, and I'm going to video the place, and then I'm going to put it on a DVD, and I'll be able to sell DVDs pretty much straight away. So I'll be able to video your event, and then in a couple of days you'll be able to get a video of the event. Okay, so I've got a lot to do, and there's only one of me, and I'm doing everything. I've got a webmaster, but he's pretty busy at the moment. He's the big chief of the cricket in Timaru, South Canterbury Cricket. So he's hard to get hold of. But anyway, we'll get there. Welcome to all the people that have come on my line, and they're sending me congratulations and thanking me for the stuff. And thank you for those orders I've got for the DVDs so far. Very good to see people coming back online. Mate of mine, Nick Thorne, he lives in Gisborne now, and he's been in touch with me, and he always congratulates me every time I do a DVD or a video or something, puts it online for him, and yeah, he's a good bloke. But anyway, yeah, just a minute. Yeah, just one more thing I have to tell you. I'm starting a campaign to keep Timaru beautiful, right? Now, there's an organisation in New Zealand called Keep New Zealand Beautiful. And I've written to the organisation and said, I want to start a campaign to keep Timaru beautiful. What can you do to help me to get the word out there? Because I want to start a public campaign, a public appeal to keep Timaru beautiful. And there's lots of things we can do to keep Timaru beautiful. And I've got a few ideas, and I need to get the message out there that we have to tidy up Timaru, because it's some of it is pretty rough, okay? Most of it's pretty good, but there's some pretty rough stuff that needs to be tidied up. And I'm starting a campaign to try and get the council to bring in some laws, such as you can't leave a building unpainted. It must be in reasonable condition. There's no reason why the Timaru District Council can't bring in a bylaw saying any building in the commercial area must have to meet certain beautifying standards. Okay, I don't know whether there's a beautifying society in Timaru. There was one when Nan Raymond was the president of it, when they built the Rose Garden. Was very active then. Nan was very busy, and the town, they appealed to a lot of the businessmen to paint their businesses, their buildings, and they did. And for a few years there, things looked pretty good, but it's got out of hand. People are just buying up property in the main street of Timaru, in the central business area, and using them for superannuation funds, and just not painting them, and it's not good enough. We need to tidy that area up. So I'm running a campaign to keep Timaru, New Zealand beautiful. And I said on the video, I can't do it on my own. It's bloody impossible. I've been trying to work on my own for many years, but no one give me a hand, you see. So I'm appealing to people to give me a hand. I thought I might have joined the South Canterbury Chamber of Commerce. They seem to have all the clout in the town and have all the connections, but I can't see them doing anything for me. I mean, I'm a bit against some of the things they're doing, and I get crabby about it, and I can't work with people who are doing things wrong, okay? But anyway, something will happen. I'm praying about it, and things will happen, and we're gonna promote Timaru. It's going to be a fantastic place. It's going to come back into what it was in the 1960s, 1970s when I first came to Timaru. It's going to be great. Great potential, Timaru has. Listen, I'll see you tomorrow, okay? I got to go. I'll put this up and so you can have a look at it. Bye-bye.